We are now recording. Who? I'd like to give the recap for inspiration.
Okay, and I suppose I can. So the last we had left off, we had dealt with the boar, Tus Tuscutter. Yes, Tuscutter. I just remembered it. And after resting after a very long day, we woke up. We're preparing to leave. Ilfrin had attempted his first summon successfully, and we had met. Oh my god, what was fucking? I have it down somewhere. I feel like. Hold on a second. Let me check my notes.
Jihad.
No,
Oh.
that was not his name. Oh damn it, the map doesn't exist anymore. All right, it's fine. But he had,
It
yep,
was Jod.
Jod, was it? No,
Yeah.
No, Jod was the dude we met.
Todd was the
Yeah.
traveling priest of Aristol that you saved from bandits.
Yeah,
Who are you
I was
talking
talking
about?
about my summon.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh,
Okay.
your summon. Okay, okay.
yes.
I think you're talking
Uh,
about Jihad. Yeah, my bad.
no. Anyways, so I met my first summon, and then we had set off towards the Thornberry Thicket, where we had encountered. I think did we do some harvesting? I believe we did some harvesting beforehand as well. But that was sort of like a side thing. The main thing we did was encounter the rather large swarms of spiders, which, quite frankly, could have ended us. However, we deftly dealt with them. Ilfrin avoided most of it, while everyone else got kind of destroyed. Besides Arder kind of just flew over and started looting, which I don't blame him. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just saying how it happened. Um, but yeah, we dealt with the spiders. I think we just finished looting them. We got a nice array of gems, and as well as found a funky little blue dude amongst the leavings. I believe it was Fey-ish creature. I might be wrong on that. But besides that, we had planned to proceed towards a rope bridge to further travel along the roads we were currently on.
That is true. That is very true. You have earned your inspiration.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, that's all been determined, I believe. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do on this particular map, there's not much left to do. And we can just hit the road.
Indeed. As we head to the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Copying your tokens, just making sure that the Stone Lines map has fresh versions of each of you. Pop and plop. There we go. And blam. So, we have 16 out of 35 miles for this day, which means we're going to pop back to the road. Make our way along the road.
Making my way downtown.
6 miles, reaching the bridge. We go to that section of my map, because I believe that is actually a encounter, like a determined encounter. As it is Q, okay. Let's see, what is Q in my DM notes? Well, first off, I'm gonna go grab your tokens again and pop them on that map. Make sure I'm selecting the token layer, because that's an important step. Alright, you guys on the road. Feel free to adjust your marching order. I imagine this is not what you want to actually march in. You're heading eastwards. And let me know when you're loaded. It should be fairly optimized. I don't think it's going to be too big of a load, but, you know, just in case.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Alright. Yeah. When you guys are loaded on the map, I've seen multiple of you move. I don't know how many of you were actually loaded. So when you are loaded, just give me an R. Elevation also works.
R. My elevation is now 0 feet.
Okay, cool. That's all 5. Nice. That's good. This map is optimized pretty well then. All right. I've been doing a new method, so yeah. Anyways, now that you have arrived after traveling for not too long, only like an hour or so, you would find yourselves at a deep gulch where the Thorn River flows to the lake southwards. You can see.
I'm sorry, I have to look. I'll give him.
All right, no worries. You can see that the bridge itself is old, worn, and rickety, dangling onto the stonework of the cliff face and the, well, cliff face opposite of it, maybe about 60, 100 feet or so. It's hard to tell from the distance you've been traveling to. You can also see that there is a plume of smoke, a faint plume of smoke coming from the other side of the bridge. It's white smoke, but yeah, there's smoke.
Okay. So, from this angle, we cannot see how deep this gorge is here.
Correct.
Hmm.
It does tell me how deep it is in my notes. It just you're.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just meant, yeah.
Yeah, you would have seen the smoke a while off, and you would have been seeing this in the distance a while off. So technically not on map this time if you chose to turn back. But if you get through the map, then we can continue on, and I can tell you what the gulch is and whatnot.
Hmm. I just sort of realized I need to pick up empathic vision with my fucking familiar so I can scout with it and also fucking whatever.
Yeah,
It's fine. So many things that I need XP for. Because that would be so useful right now.
it's true.
Anyways. Hmm. So, before we go to this bridge, would we be able to go to a part of the gorge that is? I mean, I imagine this is going to be the shortest, like the thinnest portion of it. But can we approach it, like from somewhere where the bridge isn't, slash like see how deep it is from another angle? Basically,
You
like get
could
to
approach
an
it from a
edge.
different angle if you want to just
Yeah.
like take if you back up a little bit, go forward, go to here, be about 1.5 miles out of your thing one way or the other, but you could go to a point where you're not like directly in this map.
Yeah, I'm thinking seeing how deep this thing is, and possibly traveling along it, and then climbing back out of it may be a better option. If we want to avoid an encounter with more bandits, unless we think we can handle them, in which case I don't care. But this is the idea Ilfrin would bring up. It may behoove us to not take on more than we can chew in a single day. Not that I doubt our capabilities, of course.
It's been a lot of bandits lately. We've got a long day ahead of us. Kinda agree with you.
We need
Turns
to
to
cross the
Jack.
gulch at some point.
Yes. But what I'm saying is perhaps we can manufacture our way back out of it rather than, well, traipsing across a very narrow choke point.
So instead of going traipsing across a narrow choke point, we are going to go inside it, where we have the low ground and be, ambushed from above.
I highly doubt they would be guarding every foot of this ravine.
Possibly not, but
Let me look at the map here. So we want to head north. Okay, so Ilfrin would basically point like to the north of where the bridge is and say, if we were to travel along here instead, we could meet back up on the road and completely avoid this potential encounter. We know someone or something's up there.
Could we? Could you ask your bird to maybe scope it out, see if there's like how many people are actually there?
Yes, but even with as intelligent as they are capable of being, he very specifically says, I cannot directly communicate with him as of yet. Nor would I be sure of when I could or would be able to.
Would have been good to know how many there were at least, but I don't like climbing. He clanks on his armor. So we'd have to find a decent way down.
It is possible either with my ability to summon plant matter, as well as perhaps some other allies, we could use them to negotiate the climb. Out of character, I'm not 100% sure if this would work or not, but it's not entirely infeasible either, I don't think.
Yeah.
I definitely could have come up with a summon that could do something like this. I just didn't think about it until right now. Fuck. But yeah, I mean, Ilfrin's down to clown if we were just want to head straight for these guys, regardless. So, just looking for any other comments on it. That's all.
To be honest, we don't know if they are bandits.
That is true,
Seems to have been
but it wouldn't surprise me to there be a lot of bandits in this area. It's either another troll or more bandits. Or a boar. Or an owlbear. Or something bad.
Do not remind me of that creature. His glowing eyes furrow when you talk about the fucking owlbear.
Well, Otter, you okay with us going around?
Going around the bridge.
Yeah. Well, you don't really need to climb or anything, but
you know, you could use my eyes, or maybe the other bird's eyes. But we'll be sitting ducks, pun intended, above. But I do not see any want to be extra careful, especially since the last time I got my leg stuck in something a duck should never be stuck in.
the bear trap.
He kind of just puts his index finger to his lips. He's like, shh.
What lips?
Or his beak. His beak.
I'm sorry.
My bad.
So it's kind of shrugs at you. Like, well, seems like majority of K was going around. It's not gonna be a fun climb. You, Ilfrin, do you have any, I don't know, good spot on your map for ways down?
Probably. I probably don't. Because he's never seen it, so, and he's only gotten basic knowledge.
Keep in mind, we have a cart.
We do have a cart. Fucking cart. The fucking cart is the bane of my existence.
No.
I swear to God, I'm throwing it in the ravine. Fuck this.
Yep. I mean, if you want to cross with the cart, You're either gonna have to use the bridge or find another way past, or be very careful as you bring it down the ravine and then up the ravine.
Just throw that shit in the ravine. Fuck it. It makes its body save or it doesn't.
Did we bring the cart? We can't. Maybe we did.
No, I'm kidding. You need to get
because we're only going as fast as we are because someone's riding in the cart.
you need to get a folding cart. Alright. Well, it seems like we're probably going across then. All that hot air is for nothing. As Open stares angrily at the cart. God damn it. It was a good idea, I think. I don't know.
It was an option.
What? Yeah, it was definitely something. I do get
Well,
it, but you
Order.
can't just leave this here, you know?
Can you
Oh, we absolutely could.
Order? Can you fly? Are you strong enough to fly up with the cart?
Elfrin looks at him like he's an idiot.
Arthur also looks like a
I don't know you. I
Same
don't know
way.
how strong Order looks like, or like
this man. You
Are you thin as
Ju-
bones, or
just as a reminder, Ardor is approximately 5'9", not 5'9", 4'9", almost midget status, and has no muscles to speak of.
okay? Never mind. Well, you could
I mean,
still
you could
try.
try. You could try. Maybe smile.
I'm gonna look at the annoying bird. How strong does he look like compared to Order? I'm
What?
sorry.
The
The annoying bird. How strong does he
small
look?
sized bird?
Yeah,
Bro.
I'm going for options. Okay.
Bro, you're barking up the wrong tree, bro. Dude, he's 2'3"
Thank you. No.
and small sized. He has 10 strength. He ain't lifting no cart, son. Ain't happening.
Yeah.
This is why I've buried the idea already. I'm like, yeah, I know. We want to keep the stupid cart. Yeah, alright. Then I suppose we're going back to the fucking rickety bridge. What a great name for a map. Fuck. Thanks, I hate it. Alright.
Maybe with our powers combined, we can get it an inch off the ground. I mean,
Yeah, maybe.
Ardor
You can try.
smiles.
Maybe until the bird gets distracted.
That's true.
I'd have to convince it and control it, and Nilford's not good at convincing and controlling the bird.
The
It
bird.
does have a mind of its own.
The bird does certain things for him on cue, and otherwise it doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, unless there's other further ado, we're
just
probably
kind
approaching.
of
Yeah.
waiting for Lex to kind of show up to see if he has anything he can do. I don't think so, but
There's no way. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Not that I don't want his comment, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know what magic he has access to fully. So if I had transportation, maybe I could make the cart, lay like half or something. I don't know. Maybe it could work, but
give the cart a climb speed.
Yeah. Maybe before he gets
Kotek
back, I can.
has heavy armor, right?
Yeah, but he can take it
Yeah.
off at least. But yeah, it's not
Yeah.
ideal, but he could take it off. You know what? Maybe before Lexo gets back, I can design a creature that'll help us climb.
yeah, make a creature that like becomes a ladder for us or something. A living rope.
You mean a vine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, strangler vines.
Yes,
Assassin vines.
just
Yes.
pump the shit out of. Just pump the assassin vine, ironically avoiding death. Nah, if I summoned an assassin friend, I'd have to feed it. I mean, come on, that would just be rude. Summon a vine, expect it not to kill something. Like, come on.
Does your friend have climbing ability?
Oh
Just
god,
as
yeah,
a-
I mean, maybe he could, but he probably doesn't have anything that'll help us.
Just as a
I have yet
curious
to see
question.
any. I will say out of character as well that I haven't seen any stats yet for any of my summons. This isn't a call; this is just a fact. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
So, bam. But yeah, I think we are just kind of waiting for Lexa to get back. Yeah.
I was muted this entire time. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, bro. Bro.
I even said I wonder when Lex was getting back because I don't know if I want to start this fight without Lexo.
Dude.
This encounter, which could very well become a fight, but this encounter.
Yes.
Because like, you're not wrong. The name is ominous. Yeah. I also was asking like what your marching order is because who's pulling the cart. That's kind of important. Hey, look, they're back. Nice. Welcome back. Would you like to provide them insight on if you want to change any of your plans, or if you, with the knowledge given to you, Lex, would you like to keep the plans?
I wasn't here.
I know you weren't here. I'm saying, would the party like to give you insight on what they discussed, and if you have any insight on what they discussed? Man, I was muted for like a solid 10 minutes. Good God.
Don't all speak at once and tell me what you talked about.
Well, we talked about going through the gulch instead of over the bridge, but then I pointed out that we have a cart, so we kind of can't climb.
Yeah, Ilfrin had talked about wanting to circumvent this bridge entirely because it's way too obvious a trap, especially with the smoke that we're seeing on the horizon. It's like one campfire, I imagine, but yeah.
I mean, we did discuss it last week already, I thought. And we had come to the conclusion we'd either have to backtrack or go further downstream. And either way would take around the time. So we decided to come check it out. Also, I do believe Kotak is the one normally pulling the cart. However, given the circumstances, I think it's very safe to say we're not just traipsing over, and we're probably in a, hey, we're getting close, tuck the cart to the side, and investigate the area.
Yeah, that seems accurate.
I think that's a very fair statement.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend that.
Also, with when we were within like a few minutes travel, I'd probably throw up my bark armor spell.
Yeah, same here. I do up my
bark plate.
sun armor. My sun scale.
Oh shit.
And as for circumventing, we're going to have to clear it eventually. Might as well do it now. Also gives us a chance to inspect the bridge and see if it's something we need to rebuild in the future or reinforce or whatnot.
I mean, it's called Rickety Bridge. I'm gonna go with yes.
You don't know that.
Yeah, Lex.
Its name is obviously hanging there above its head.
Cool. You won't have any spells that could help, but no. The weight of the cart.
I will tomorrow.
Okay. Kind of needed it now, but I'm still.
How dumb those dice fall, good friend.
We would have made it. We wanted the flying, people to lift it up, but unfortunately they're not strong.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and extended cast my bark armor so it lasts for 4 hours, so that's good. Let me spend a mana for that, actually.
Any other additions before we decide to go over decide
But
to head close?
we're not going over the bridge. I don't think we can make any more decisions without inspecting it.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Coming up a plan when we don't know the circumstances is a waste of a plan. So, are we just walking up, or are we having Jack go ahead and inspect?
We should definitely have someone to scout. I do not want to wait
Or-
and walk.
Sage,
Yeah.
I would like to make a perception check as we approach. Just from back here, one, can we see anything? And two, how clear is the sky?
Well, this is. Let me go back to the map itself, the world map, to see how many miles you've traveled thus far to get here. It's about mid-afternoon, getting closer to evening at this point in time. And in terms of the weather at this point, let me go bring that up because I forgot to load that up actually. Provide me my information. Alright, anything else I need to grab? Here we go. Alright. And we're on the 27th. Cool. Which means we are looking at a little cloudy, mostly sunny, light wind, nothing that would actually impact your weapons or anything like that. No weather-based negative stuff. And I believe you actually left to go AFK right when you described this, but you would see there is a plume of smoke rising from the eastern edge of the ravine. And I described that as you guys were approaching, so technically you were not actually on map at that time. You're still like a mile off. You could just like see it over the horizon. And you could like see the ravine and the bridge, but you just couldn't see like any more details than that, like how deep the ravine is and whatnot.
Yeah, so essentially at that point, we would tuck the cart to the side and come up on foot. I assume to probably the edge of the map, and at that point, perception check. What do we see from there?
As you approach, as to this point of the map, you guys are going to give me the perception checks.
At one between the two.
Good God.
I guess I'll do it as well then. Since...
Alright. From your angle. Okay. Go and make these visible. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 current perceptions.
And Crystal as well, I guess.
Yep. Don't forget to roll, Crystal. Also, you're muted if you're talking.
You were correct. I was muted. I was talking the entire time. Good God. I need to stop doing that. Anyways, with a 19 on Cressel, a 22 for Ardor, a 23 for Kotek, and a 22 for Stella, you guys would notice the following. Ignore the fact that the names give away what they are. You would just see people sitting at a campfire with a tent behind them. You can obviously assume, with the fact that this land is covered by bandits and is ruled by the bandit lord, and you're getting close to where you know his domain resides, they could very well be bandits. But ignore the fact that the name is Bandit.
Maybe that's their actual name. His name's
Really?
Bandit.
Yeah, could be. But
Unfortunately.
you would see two figures sitting upon the log here at the campfire. And for purposes of what they might notice, because you guys are obviously walking along the road, roll their perception.
And we don't have the card right now. Can we remove that?
Okay.
I say this, but we're also gonna or Kodak is gonna look at the trees because we know bandits have been hiding in trees.
Hmm.
So it's just
Yeah.
making sure there's not like a single bandit just sitting
Give
on
me a
top of the
perception
trees.
check.
I'm sweating like a
Okay.
I hope you have comfy shoes. I am bringing my.
You need comfy shoes.
Check the trees as
It's
well.
very important to have
Never
comfy
know.
shoes.
It's prom night, so there's a
Mm.
lot
Oh,
of
shit.
people
Good God.
going. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
prom night.
Looking around, no one in the trees nearby you. The walk up to the bridge is pretty safe, and you don't see any hostiles within the trees across the way. But do keep in mind that perception penalties will apply due to
Longer
distance. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
that is a pretty far distance. I wasn't really applying them for purpose of these two because they're literally in the middle of the open
Right,
And-
campfire.
by a campfire, and they have a white backdrop, and they're not in white armor. They're like a beacon of, hey, we're here.
We see two humanoid figures sitting on a log, vaguely moving.
Yeah.
In the distance, essentially.
Pretty much.
Well, as we're looking around at this, I'm going to look back at Crescent. I suppose it would be way too easy if there's like a password or a signal whistle signaling friendlies crossing the bridge.
Well, we do have such signals, but they're per the group. I mean, I can give it a go, but I don't know if it'll work. They're not of my camp. These are
No,
the Stag Lord's more southern guard, we'll call it.
I mean fair, but this seems, from our maps, or what we know, to be one of the main bridges and crossings in this area.
I'll likely
You will
give it a go.
I'll look to the group. Do you trust her? I mean, there's a may at least get us to the other side.
I do have a question.
Hmm.
Is there any bandits of note that operate in this area, like yourself in the woods?
Well, don't mind me while I go look at my notes.
Could be important, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, it's John of the Death Reapers. He works over here. It's like, oh, good to know.
Out of character reminder. There's one character might not know about this.
Mhm.
I believe Ilfrin has it. Ilfrin, you have the insignia of the Stag Lord Nasty was carrying.
Yes,
That was taken from Crescent. Just as a reminder for the group.
Well, there's a couple bandits close, sir, to the Stag Lord. Some key figures, there's Ailes Megasin, Cragar Kench, Dirty Jeb, Falgrim Sneeg, Fat Nori, Jax the Snitch, Topper Red. We had a bit more of a recent join, Akros. We also have Ox and Dovin. As for those who might be covering this section, let's say... Let me read through my notes to see which one would be commander of this region. I believe it's this one, just making sure. It's likely a Topper Red or Akaros. Maybe Dovin if things have changed, but probably one of those two. Could very well be Akaros because of would prove his worth from his recent joining.
Hmm.
And what type of weaponry does he use? Or they?
Well, from what I could gather, Akaros was once a Knight of Taldor. So mighty sword, plated armor. I only saw them for a brief moment, but they seem to have something extra about them, a spiritualness about their presence. Didn't show any signs of symbols to their patron, but perhaps. Now, as for Topper Red, they're a bit of a minstrel. You know, a flashy bit of a flair. Always making a song or two about life on the road and life as a brigand. Kind of fancy the life, actually. Which, I don't judge him for that. Only beats, being stifled in prison.
Yeah. It's good to know.
Alright, well, regardless of which one it is, do they want to even risk signaling them? I mean, they could just theoretically cut the bridge.
I believe that it would be foolhardy to trust in something that is only slightly possible to work. It's a bit of a stretch.
Worst case scenario, we let Crystal go across first with the signal.
No.
I mean, we'd be behind her, but yeah. If we're worried about her betraying us. No offense, Crystal, but...
I'm more worried about her safety.
Have you ever crossed this bridge, Crystal?
This particular one? No.
Well, look, we basically have three options. We either try the signal to get a couple people across, using whatever we have to fool them, at least partially. Two, we just try to bomb rush them and get across the bridge. Pretty straightforward, but I mean, I believe everyone sees the obvious problem with that. Three, we just avoid the area completely and waste the valuable time finding a little crossing, which we'll have to get the car across when you land it, or just backtrack north again, which one the safest is a pain. Though technically we have a fourth option. As still will look over the area. Hey, those pillar of stones in the top right of the map, how tall is it, Sage?
These?
Mm-hmm.
That is a cliff face. So,
Yeah, how high is it?
Judging from the distance, you can give me a engineering, geography, or nature check. You are hundreds of feet away, so it's hard to tell.
Mhm.
Which is why I needed the check.
Testing,
Oh,
testing.
fucking easy clap.
2, 3.
Hello.
You're back.
Okay.
All right. With the
Geography or
22,
nature, you said?
yeah, engineering, geography, or nature.
Oh,
Easy clap for both of you.
nice.
Gonna add a little label to it. It's 20 feet to the tip of it. So right here's 20 feet. Here's 15 feet. Here's 10 feet. Here's technically also 10 feet. And then there's just, 0 feet. And then for your guys' position, it's also technically considered 0 feet. Which you can also make that check now to gauge how deep the ravine is, since you guys were wondering about that.
Yes.
Sage, I have a question.
Yes.
I have an idea that is like kind of foolproof, but also, you may not. How cheesy? Like, I have an idea that could just like negate this.
I mean, you gotta put it out there for it to be real.
Mm-hmm.
I buffed Syra, giving her a 27 AC,
Bro.
and just have her fly around strafing, hitting them with poppers.
How do you give her a 27 AC?
Mage armor.
Not stack with
Okay.
their natural armor? Remember the
She
natural
does-
armor boost?
Yeah, she doesn't have that much natural armor.
Then how
Most
do you
of
get her to
her
27?
armor, she's at 21 base. She has 6 natural. So it would be a net of, it'd be 24.
24.
23? 23 or 24. 24 AC. So 3 less. I thought she was only ducks. Either way, it's 24 AC.
I mean, if you want to give her a plus 3 AC and just have her strafe run, you are free to attempt this. It is in your purview.
Yeah.
Currently,
I
you
don't
can only
think it's even
see
close to
basic
foolproof.
bandits, and you know that they're pretty shitty with archery, but you do not know what's actually up ahead, because you've only seen 2.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I'm
far from
thinking-
foolproof, but yeah.
Well, no, I'm thinking her doing that as like a distraction. Or
Yeah, no, pretty much.
as an attempt to crowd them over the bridge. Right? Right.
Well, if this is a plan that, seems reasonable, I have some help I can provide that.
I mean, it's not unreasonable out of character. I'm just asking because once the players begin abusing their flight, Sage has to take that into account. And
Every creature I
Sure,
make
yeah.
has some way to deal with flyers. Besides, like,
Flight
certain
isn't-
animals. Animals, obviously, yeah.
I mean,
that's
flight's
fair.
one of those things that's actually relatively common among many creatures. It just,
Yeah. Yeah. In 5e, I have learned to prep things that have anti-flight, because
Okay, fair enough.
flight in 5e is so freaking common. In this game, it's not as common. But, like, the bandits have ranged weapons. You've
Okay,
seen them
well-
have bows. You do not know if there's different types of bandits. You currently only see the basic mooks that you fought before, but,
But yeah, we could have Sarah go harass, maybe light their tent on fire and shoot some firebolts at them and freak them the fuck out, and
yeah.
we
I
might
was
be able to
also-
get across in the meantime.
I was considering things as well, specifically trying to bolster the bridge as we're crossing it with some of my spells. But yeah, hard to say if that would work or not.
mhm.
Actually, fuck, I can repair a transmutation if I need to. I just thought about that. Ah,
Yeah, but you have to use mana to remove, like, poor condition.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, you can. I was looking at that reviews. I just bought transmutation. Won't have it till tomorrow, though. I mean, if I had transmutation right now. Wait, Jesse, you're spontaneous, right?
Correct.
Oh, what keywords do you have?
Change form, enhance, infuse, and lengthen limb, other than the 0 level ones.
Yeah, because one of my go-to prepared spells is going to be a climb speed, which, makes it pretty easy.
Yeah. No, it's a pretty good one. That would be a pretty good one. I could even flavor it as like attaching like a vine to somebody and or like growing vines out of them that are like part of their nervous system.
Like Venom, the way Venom climbs.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, those are the 4 ideas we have. Any other ideas, or are we going with what it is?
Well, as you've been discussing this, those who have rolled high perceptions earlier, so Kotak most recent, though that one was actually looking around your general vicinity rather than across, you would see a man push off from behind the boulders, hand raised in a friendly gesture. You can see that he has a shield strapped to his arm, and there is an axe at his hip, but he does seem to walk forward and calls out, "Oh there, travelers! Just gonna stand there all day? Just been talking for a bit now. Making us a bit nervous over here." Obviously, he's yelling.
Well, yeah.
Because, he's like 100 feet away.
I'm going to side-eye question. And then, looking at the group, unless anyone stops Stella, she's going to begin walking forward. I do have a ready action for a spell, Sage.
What are you readying?
A teleport.
Alright, so you have your... What, net drawbacks do you have for your spellcasting, if any?
The only one I have that is visible is Center of Power, and that's when I actively can. When I spend mana, my eyes clear.
Okay.
So I have no verbal or
no like physical hand movements or anything like that would give away that you are holding a spell ready to cast. Okay, good to know.
Yep, that's an accident.
All right. Well, then carry on. But there's a certain time trigger for this, and you guys hit it. So I was like, he's just gonna come out. He's hiding.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'll slowly begin working forward and come back. We were discussing the bridge. Worried about some of our heftier friends falling through. It's quite rickety after all. Sorry, I can't help myself.
Well, you guys technically know it's rickety, but yeah, you never rolled an engineering on it, but that's fair.
Whatever. He doesn't know we didn't roll engineering.
It's true.
Visually look at it.
Yes, visually it looks rickety. It is stronger than what it looks like. I just didn't have one that looked not pristine. So it's either pristine or way too rickety, and I chose rickety.
Yeah, can't be mad at us for using context clues here.
Yeah, no, you guys are good. I mean, it was a DC 10, so you guys are gonna fucking hit it. It's Anyways, well, it is a mite unstable for large numbers. I do agree with you there. We have been actually trying to get it repaired, which does come up to this question. If you are wishing to cross, there is a toll, I'm afraid. Well, for obvious reasons, we need it repaired.
Okay.
I'm trying to think how still respond. Actually,
here, I'll. You know what? You can roll this engineering untrained. Question mark.
Yeah.
DC 10.
Okay.
Who said?
Yeah, it's
excellent.
It's rickety.
All right.
Specifically,
is it okay?
It's Q. Yeah, it's Q. Okay. With a 10, you know that if 2 medium creatures or 1 large creature crosses the bridge, the bridge itself, you do not know if it can handle that much weight. Specifically, if someone weighs like 500 pounds, that's when it could trigger it. So generally, 2 medium creatures will hit that number.
You said 500?
About 500, could be 400.
Oh.
With a 10, you don't know exact numbers, but you do know 2 creatures, medium, will trigger it.
Alright, so we might not be crossing the bridge,
Um,
guys.
That is just a potential of it breaking. The more weight placed on it for one creature, the higher the percentage chance it breaks.
I need to see how much my gear weighs.
Oh no, do you weigh like 500 base?
I weigh 420.
Oh no.
He's a
Okay.
tree. He's a
Uh,
tree.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, Stanley's going to continue unless you say something. Ethan.
God. Yeah, I might, but let me do this math real quick. Hold on.
Also, there's my DC 10 engineering.
Yeah.
Also, just to know.
You
not
know,
trained
for
yet.
2 medium creatures, it is a
Oh,
25.
hold on, Sage. I'm not trained, so I can only hit 10. That's why it says minus engineering.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hold on. Minus engineering. I see.
I currently have all damages except engineering. I
Gotcha.
can afford that one yet.
Well, there's a chance of breaking.
Yeah, I was just so she knew the same info you
Mhm.
did.
Yeah. I don't know
Or
why
is it for-
VBL is not working. Like it won't let me apply it to the map. I'm trying to put on these boulders to see if you guys can see the things behind them, but I'm just gonna have to use the fucking line tool. Line piece.
You need the hero BBR.
Any VBL types I'm trying to apply just doesn't apply. Just giving an idea. Yeah, no, anything behind... Like, if it's on those logs, you just can't see them. Okay. Cool.
I was just waiting because Jesse was like, give me a minute, so I'm waiting to see before I keep talking.
Alright, you would see
Yeah, I'm basically 450 pounds, including my gear. Yeah.
more people begin moving forward, just kind of curiosity.
Okay. So my question is, so is this bridge in far enough disrepair that a level 1 repair would not be able to, assist it?
With a 10 engineering, being untrained, let me go bring up the actual description of that, because I remember editing that particular section yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Wow, I did a lot yesterday. That's like 100 pages. Oh, damn. Alright, scrolling down.
So lung, yeah, I can't heal things above the broken condition.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's unless cast level 1 or higher. Okay, I cannot remove destroyed condition. That's the only caveat right now.
It is possible that your spell could repair it, to a point where more creatures can cross at one point. The issue is it's missing physical pieces in certain locations, so it cannot be fully repaired. It needs material to repair it. So there are certain boards that are just like obviously brittle and needs repair, which can be repaired, increasing the weight cap. In fact, you could double it. But if you do fully repair it, that is, remove the broken condition. But there's also missing pieces. So if you can get new materials to repair the bridge, then it can be properly repaired, and so on and so forth. Then it can just be perfectly fine, no issue.
Okay, at the least though, I could
with the spell,
I
you
could
could make
offer
it walkable.
Yeah. Okay.
And it would go from whatever the weight is, which is like 400 or 500 pounds, to 1,000 pounds.
Well, Ilfrin will okay. So Ilfrin will hold up a hand to Stella as he turns, and he'll raise his voice as well. Were we to offer maintenance to the bridge, would that suffice for our toll?
Depends on what you mean by maintenance.
repairing of the bridge as it is now.
The moment the grand group is like, "Oh, you want a toll? We'll fix the bridge for you."
This is definitely a. I mean, obviously, I'm challenging their fucking stance here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We'll pause a moment.
It's like when you ask the guy who you're giving money to, "Are you gonna buy alcohol with this?" No. I'll buy you a sandwich then. You
I was
motherfucker.
I was half expecting this encounter to be like, oh, we need to. There's going to be a toll. Well, how about that? We're tax collectors.
Oh my god, that reminds me of a story. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't. Oh, okay, I'll bring that up afterwards.
Okay. Well, if you can get it to a stable position, I would consider waiving the toll fee for your group.
All right. Ilfrin, shield still in hand, but no weapons drawn. Will approach the bridge.
I'll follow behind him.
Forward.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop.
Kodak will kind of. Oh,
Actually.
another one's moving up.
I need to go. Where is the damage mod?
It's too far.
It's... I need to actually copy. Let me copy that over.
The first level spell. Each cast would be 2d8 or 2d8 for melee
Plus
plus
EMM.
double EMM. Double EMM.
Oh, it's considered a physical spell?
Okay.
Yeah, it would.
Gotcha.
Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. You're right, Sage.
And I could
Sure,
energize
okay.
this multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Twice.
So it's
Energize has a
repair.
2-point cap.
Repair is half spell level min 1, so it'd be 1, and I could energize 3 times.
What I'm saying is the keyword energize has a 2-tap cap.
Oh, it does? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay,
It's not in the energize keyword. Okay,
Is it really not?
fuck. Yeah, it was not on the sheets. I should say that.
Okay,
Not on the sheet.
Well, the sheet's been out of date for
It has.
multiple editions.
Yeah, this keyword increases the
God
die
damn
size
it.
when affected by the spell by 1 step. This can be taken up to 2 times.
Okay, well that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll just keep that extra point off, and I will reduce the DC by 2 by doing that. So let me cast. Give this a good old cast a Rooney. I forget the last time I cast a fucking transmutation spell. What the fuck? Magic. Transmutation. And boom. I made it. Okay, so I believe it. So it's you said 2d8 plus EMM?
2d8 plus
Well,
EMM.
if you did energize, it'd be D10.
I did energize twice, it'd be d12s then.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. So 2d12s plus 4. Oh my fucking god.
That's not bad.
That's almost max roll, dude.
It's
pretty
not
good.
bad. For a single touch.
Yep. So how this works is he'll touch one of the poles, and vines will begin sprouting around it, and then coursing over the currently present stuff. Like, yeah, it's super fucking like Disney princess shit right there.
Alright.
Flowers blooming and shit.
As the vines begin to warp around the bridge, flowers sprouting, Disney princess, bird calls in the air, all that good stuff. The bridge starts to strengthen and seems to reform some of its weaker joints. You have made progress, and the man on the other side will call out, well, look at that! While making progress. Kind of figured you were just trying to, Anyways, doesn't matter. I think if you do about 2 more of those, it should be fine. You're welcome to cross.
We are not ones to make false claims. He stares directly at the man.
Well, nor am I, friend.
Just sharing a look. Just sharing a look. No, he's not like accusing him. That's all he says. As he continues to cast.
Yeah. So you need 2 more, about that much damage, and it'll be good.
Yeah, well, here, let me. Oh, yeah.
As we're standing here, how deep is this within?
With that, you can give me another engineering, geography,
Oh my God.
nature.
27.
Yeah.
Nat 20. Oh,
All right.
okay, really quick. Are we considered in combat for him needing to roll right now? Sage?
No, they're not. They're not.
Okay, cool.
Stopping
Then
you.
okay, so here.
I was gonna say,
One. Oh my fucking God. Okay, there we go. So they are spent 4 more mana. We'll see how it is. But that was another good fucking roll there.
The ravine is 30
No.
feet below.
Now that we're a little closer, can I check out the trees on the other side?
Oh, I was counting your perception as that, but you can roll again if you like,
Okay.
since you're closer. The
Okay,
perception
I'll roll
DC has been
again, sure.
reduced, so
Never mind.
yeah, you're too focused on the bridge. It's pretty.
The
It's
hills
vines,
are
it's flowers.
alive.
It's fun. All right. Well, as you tap down, 2 more vines and flowering plants begin to grow and wrap the bridge into a more stabilized and steady structure. You believe the bridge itself is at a point where it's no longer broken, still missing pieces, and it's not as powerful as it could be, but it is traversable by a larger group without issue. Well, look at that. Well, you're free to cross.
All right. Ilfrin will stand from his kneeling position. He will look towards the others. Be ready. And Ilfrin will ready to cast a spell if they are attacked.
Do you have any drawbacks that might make your casting rating visible?
Not at all.
All right, excellent. You'll see
I'll double check
as he
just to be
gives
sure.
the call, this bandit just starts walking back to the camp and takes a seat upon the log.
You mean the fucking ranger? This ranger, not.
This warrior. Yes, this warrior.
Yes.
Yeah, these are the rangers.
But yeah. I would recommend we form up in whatever formations that we would like to here.
Mhm.
Coda's gonna look back at the cart.
The cart's
Great.
not injured. It's like probably a 10-15 minute walk.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. But he's
you wanna
looking
grab
back.
that,
It's
I guess?
like,
No,
yeah.
no, we're this close.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Waiting for the tree.
And how much is your total weight, Jesse?
It's like 450.
450 with all your items too.
Yes.
Not bad. All right, yeah, you can cross, no issue.
Well, let me double check. I'm not sure that's including my coinage. Coinage is like
And
nothing though.
are you waiting for people to cross, Jack, or are you just going?
Yeah, I'd put a hand on Kotek and Jack and have them wait because he's a big fucking tree.
Yeah, Kodak is waiting for a reason.
Yeah.
So I
He's
just
like,
see Jack going forward, like, how much do you weigh?
Yeah. All
well,
right. As the bridge creaks under the one fucking tree, man.
It does creak. Yes, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
And the warden man that you've been talking to, he looks a little concerned as he hears the creaks, but he sees you crossing. He's like,
Yep.
No.
He steps fearlessly across.
your vines are quite strong, friend.
Strong friend.
As Kotek goes, Stella will actually walk with him, about 5 feet behind him.
All right, how much
I
is
think-
your
I
weight,
bet that was-
Kotak?
man, I don't fucking know.
You're
I'll
a
be
dwarf,
honest.
so I have to ask.
Oh fuck.
There was like 3 things on my sheet I never actually wrote down. Weight is one of them.
All right.
I'll just grab
Does your
the
character
average.
drink at every meal?
My equipment weight
I'll grab
is
the
like
average.
111 plus 45, I think.
Mm-hmm. How tall are you?
How is it that much, dude?
I don't know, man.
Armor, weapons, and shit.
Yeah, but I helped him build his character. His armor's not like 80 pounds.
It's like 35.
Yeah, okay, so 35. Your weapons are like 2 each. There's 2 weapon fighting hammers. So that's like, let's say 40. It's rounded up. What else do you have?
Not.
What's your equipment? Like, yeah.
I don't know. What actually has weight here?
All right. If your equipment's like 100 or less, the maximum weight dwarves tend to be for like warriors, like people who have adventuring physiques, you're fine to cross without issue. What
He's
is
a fit
Stella's
lad.
weight?
I'm pretty tiny.
I know you're pretty tiny. I'm making sure that you plus your gear is not 100 plus.
Oh no, I can't carry. Well, for me plus a gear.
Sorry, your gear is not 100 plus. I
No,
imagine you're like 110 or something like that.
I can't carry that much.
Okay,
so no,
cool.
It's not.
All right, so you guys won't hit the limit either. You're probably about the same weight as Ilfrin with their gear combined.
Ilpin's probably not even within Stella's push drag.
Probably.
My armor, my gear is 44 pounds.
44 pounds plus
Nice.
probably about 110, so 154 plus your weight, which is probably about
We're not
180.
drinking.
So that'd be 320 plus your gear, about 420. So yeah, you guys, it creaks a little bit like it did with Ilfrin, but no other issue. You guys can cross without any problem. Yeah. The man just standing there, seemingly giving a friendly smile as you're, just crossing, is waiting for your friends to cross.
As Stella approaches, she'll smile. Well, I'll introduce myself. You can call me Stella.
Well, nice to meet you, Stella. I'm Henrik. Let me get his name now. A man behind me, they are Frank.
Was Heinrich? Heinrich one of the names Cressel gave?
No.
No. Okay, well, I am going to sense motive. Just
That's fair.
to see if he's giving a fake name or is it someone we don't know.
Hmm?
Ilpin just doesn't trust him. I choose not to trust him.
I mean,
I know.
trusting him and knowing whether or not he's actively lying are two different things.
So, in terms of any like signs or signals or anything that might give him away, he's pretty clean faced. If he were lying, he'd probably be a master poker player. He is like no visible signs that he's bullshitting you or anything like that. His name's Henrik, from all that you can tell. He seems, perfectly calm here, no issues. Just like, yeah, this is just a Tuesday at the job. Right.
Are Cressel and Jack going to cross while we're talking?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm figuring out my weight though.
So what?
Well, while you're doing that,
What brings you lot this way? Don't look like merchants.
No, we're explorers. Mapping out areas.
Well, we have had a few of those come by around these parts. Dangerous place here.
Have you seen any bandits?
Depends on what you mean by bandit. I don't know if you know this, but the region is controlled by what some may call a bandit king. Yeah, but he has been trying to tame the area, so that's what we're here for, making sure that the roads are safe for his people and for those who wish to travel through his lands.
We did encounter a troll. Mean bastard.
Yes, they are quite nasty. We've been trying to tame the force, but it is a losing battle, I'm afraid. But the roads out this way, they are safe for the most part. We have a few toll stations around, just to make sure we can maintain our lord's domain.
Connecting taxes is important.
It is.
After all.
But I'm sure he will understand the cost for repairing the bridge is worth the fee that we'll not be taking you from this evening.
So this lord, you lot have sworn fealty to him?
We have, yes. As he says this, he kind of looks past Kotak, getting a better glance at Cressel. Seems you are traveling with one of his as well. He gives a friendly wave to Cressel, and she kind of just looks. Gives him a little raise of a hand too.
I was waiting for that.
Yes. Hello, Henrik. Well, not well, but I saw them once back at the Stag's Lord Fort when they first joined. It was quite a showing. Definitely proved your worth. Well, they deserved what they got.
I can buy that. I should have seen her helping us kill that troll.
I'd
It's
rather
quite
not remember
impressive.
that.
Yes, you've said as such. Is your
Hey,
feathered
sorry.
friend going to cross?
I don't know. He's a bit aloof. He kind of does it.
Afraid.
I wasn't going to put it that way.
I absolutely
Okay.
would.
You would.
Right. Well, I mean, anything you might need, feel free to continue on your way.
He's just gonna fly across. That'd be
Yeah,
hilarious.
he's just gonna fly across.
Ilfrin
you're talking
struggling
about it,
across the bridge.
He's just gonna fly.
Yeah, Ilfrin struggling across the bridge, hoping the bridge just doesn't snap underneath him. Fucking Ardor.
Whee!
I was actually half expecting an annoying bird to land on Ilfrin as it was crossing and make the bridge creak worse.
Listen, the bird
Okay.
fucks with him. It's not a dangerous bird. It's an annoying bird.
Yeah.
I need to make a question. And
Okay.
I want to pose the question as a sense motive to the party. As Stella will look at you guys, and one, if I was nasty, I know exactly what I would do at this point. But I'm not nasty, so I can't play that way. But I'm Stella now, and I know what I want to do, but I'm not going to do it without, getting the party to
Back you.
be okay with shit. I'm going to look at the party. Judging by you guys, Stella's like, Glass, are we getting ready to fight, Glass?
I rolled a natural 1 on my sense motive, so he doesn't see shit of what you're glancing about.
Yeah, I just glance over.
I should probably roll for Frank, though. He's also pretty good at sense motive.
Ilfrin's hands are by his side, but not ready to grab his
roll me
weapons.
a bluff, Stella. To hide what that glance means.
Mm.
I have a really good bluff.
It's good.
Thankfully, represent passive fails degrees. Oh, that's a 2. I'm
Talk
going
about
to
degrees.
Well, I'm going to use the reroll.
Okay.
I have 2 of them.
It's about
Why
degrees.
do I only have a +4? I should have higher than that. Well, I'm going to use my other reroll. One second.
It's turning into a Nazi situation.
Yeah.
Except I don't think you're gonna die.
Well, don't rule it out yet.
Hmm. I give up.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is what it is, man.
Your sheet says you have a +4.
Yeah, just from this right.
Okay. You said it wasn't, so I was just making sure. Okay. Well,
That's why I'm getting checked.
as you get the glance, Frank will speak up. We're just all doing our jobs, right? No need to make anything more sticky than it already is.
He just looks around. Like Ilfrin had no idea what was going on.
As Frank says that, the other bandits, the one who was just sitting, just cooking a marshmallow, stands back up, putting a hand on his weapon hilt as they all turn to look.
Indeed.
Indeed. But my sense motive, I suppose. Yeah, what's everyone else's thing? Like,
Ilfrin, I mean, he saw the other dude get up, so now he's a little bit more tense, but he's not about to charge in or anything. He seems rather calm. I think. Oh yeah, go ahead, yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to get everyone's views. Still, like to speak. It depends.
Kodak's kind of just watching Henrik. Just he's he's not, it's not like he, doesn't not want to fight, but he's like, it's probably an inevitability in his kind of eyes, but
He's waiting for the cue, guy. He's not showing anything. What about you, Jack? Devil. You've been muted if you've been talking at all.
Yeah, Jack is sort of his usual ready for a fight, but not actually looking for one, sort of.
I kind of feel like it's hard to tell when Jack's ready, because I feel like he just has his pockets in his jacket the whole time. And it's like bombs or a handshake. You don't know.
You have no clue. It's
Yeah.
It might be both.
Here's some candy. Oh wait, it's a bomb. Oh.
What about you, Ardor? What's the foul fiend's disposition at the moment? Are you there, Burst?
Sorry, I had to be right back. What was that?
Stella was glancing at the rest of the group to get their disposition of. Basically, Stella was checking to see if anyone was about to just start attacking or wanting to just start attacking.
The group. You could totally see that Ardor is just sitting on this stump right here on the bridge, just absolutely doing nothing. His hand is not even on the gun. He's just standing there watching the situation.
Okay. What about
Crystal?
Crystal? Yes. I couldn't think of the name. What's Crystal doing right now?
Well, her particular demeanor is like, oh, we just got across. Let's just keep walking. In terms as you're giving her the look, though, I have to roll a check for her to see if you actually hit the DC. +1. Oh, plus 1, okay. Her face is a mixture of emotions. You're not sure exactly how she's feeling about this.
Sage, I know this is kind of a plan thing, but this also is more of a. I want to get player opinion on something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't really decided this character's mindset on this just yet.
Yeah.
And it's more of, I want to know what the group wants to do going forward type thing. And it's technically something we probably would have discussed in character over time in the past. Basically, I want to know if it's okay. Are you guys wanting to continue what Nasi was trying to do? Offering bandit people, here's your chance? Or obviously in a very different way, or not?
Ilfrin wasn't entirely against it. One, to avoid unnecessary danger, and two, to preserve what form of structure there is in these wilds already present. So, I mean, I was about to make a comment that was going to basically be like sort of a come to peace sort of deal here after Frank's comment there. So,
Go ahead and make that comment then. I was looking for a trigger for Stella to go into. There's right now, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. It's one of those. Yeah, they kind of get we're not just explorers. Why the fuck is Cressel with us? What's going
yeah,
on?
indeed.
But
Yeah,
also,
indeed. As soon as Cressel got shown, yeah.
Yeah, but also we repaired the bridge, and we're not just attacking them. So it's a Mexican standoff right now.
Mm-hmm.
If something's going to happen, neither side knows what.
Yeah, I get you. After half of an awkward moment passes by, Ilfrin will speak up. Yes, it is as Frank was it? It is as Frank said. We are each doing our job. And I understand and commend the efforts put towards establishing a more structured position in these wilds, regardless of who does it and through which means. deplorable or otherwise.
Hmm.
I can see that it is not your place to, well, outright oppose such authority, especially as it is one that does you well at this time. Your willingness to not simply shed blood wantonly is welcome, as others have not been so forthcoming. He'll look at his blade, which is still hilted, but he'll look back up. I believe it is fine for us to part ways this day, and should the following days, these next few months come, whether the Lord stands still or not, I hope we can come to good terms again in the future. Do you want me to roll diplomacy?
Go ahead.
Okay. I have no diplomacy. I'm gonna roll that again. I'm gonna use a reroll. Fuck.
It's improving.
Skyler would like to make a comment and like an assist type thing.
All right.
Uh, sorry, I was going to use a word, but I'm like, fuck. That word
Yeah, I
doesn't
hate
work.
that. Yeah.
But no, it doesn't work for Ilfrin. It would
Oh.
work for anyone else.
Kind of hoping the words would carry me there.
Indeed, it says my no-bucked friend says these lands are full of fortune and tribulation. Perhaps fortune will smile upon both of us going forward. Stella and I, the girlfriend in agreement. Also, as a pick the right side, you'll get rich. But it's mainly for an assist on diplomacy. Oh my god, the dice are not in our favor today.
No, it's true.
No,
At
they're
least you
not.
have a bonus, though.
Hey,
I hope the words carry me. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
What's your assist bonus, Stella?
plus one. Or apprentice rank. And I'm not an assist through.
Mhm.
Like Nazi was.
Yeah.
Nazi would
Yeah.
give a plus 4.
Right. Well, as said, you're free to move about your business. You've effectively paid our toll.
Alright. Open seems happy with that.
Alright, we'll be out of your hair soon. No, maybe. We do have some supplies to grab. Do you mind if we move about for a moment? Just so you're not awkwardly watching us, as some of us stand here.
You're free to grab your stuff.
As a 10 strength character, I will wait for someone else to go grab the coat.
Fucking A.
As a
Yeah.
almost small-sized creature, I would also wait for somebody else to grab the cart.
Where's this?
Looks at Kotak.
They're just
Slowly walk with these small legs. Slowly.
You're not
like-
slowed. Get out of here. Get out of here.
they're slow.
Everyone just waits for the door.
Man, I hope they don't get attacked while I'm walking away.
Ilfrin will make a show of walking off to the side here.
Mm-hmm.
He'll talk with the tree.
All right.
10
Yes.
minutes later.
I would look at Stella. Or not Stella. I look at myself. It gets very awkward.
Pause a mirror. Full on
Looking at
Buffalo
Crystal,
Bill.
aren't you?
You fuck me. I'd fuck me.
Oh my god.
She looks at herself.
Put that on YouTube. Put it up. Put it up.
It's a Buffalo Bill. It's Buffalo Stella.
I look at Crystal. You're right there, Crystal.
I'm fine.
I mean, if
She's
they're your
not fine.
friends, I don't mind if you talk to them.
I'll be quite honest. I've only met a few of them once.
Fair enough.
All right.
Well, I'm assuming that happened while I was going to get the cart. So
Yeah, unless you guys trigger anything, they are not attacking.
There's Hagrid conveyor, I guess, or is he just
Now,
like,
the bird is approaching them. If they would react, negatively towards that, that's fine.
this is a big ass fucking bird?
Yeah, this big ass just kind of hops towards them.
Frank
Strong,
doesn't seem
friend.
thrown back or anything like that. He's just like staring at the bird.
Got the strong, friend.
Interesting.
All right, and it's going for the fucking marshmallow.
Hey, that's my marshmallow.
It flies off with it. Fuck yeah.
Little fucking annoying bird.
Yes, exactly. Bridging the gap. Bridging the gap. One annoying steal action at a
You'll
time.
have another marshmallow later. It's fine.
So as the car's crossing, I will look at Heinrichs. And so I am curious, Heinrich. I mean, we all have your reasons for coming out here. I'm personally doing it for family reasons. What brings you out being a toll master in these wild bands? You don't have to tell me if you don't want. But I find it's good to get to know your neighbors.
Roll diplomacy.
Don't roll a girlfriend.
I mean, you've all been rolling shit thus far. I mean, Stella was
I
2,
rolled
5, 5, 6. That was their last 4 rolls. Was 2, 5, 5, 6.
I feel like these rolls of diplomacy is going to end up in battle.
Oh my god! Here's the thing. Every knowledge check above a 20.
Yeah. Perception rolls are really high. It's just diplomacy is just like dead.
Trying not to go murder hobo. 3, 5, 4, 6, 2.
Bluff.
1.
2, 5, 5.
Yeah. Not even bluffing right now.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
No, we're just having a conversation.
Yeah, we're just trying to be nice people. Just tripping over our shoelaces.
Well, when does anyone really go out into the wilds? My lord has seen fit that this land needs to be tamed, and I'm bringing civility to the land.
Fair enough.
Not like you were just born under him, were you?
I missed what
Never
you
so
said.
simple. He said, it's not like you were just born under him. Never so simple, is it? Rather gruff.
I was not born to his kingdom, no. I signed on.
Fair enough.
The lands used to be riddled with bandits, and now, well, while there are still bandits about, he has made many of the clans join under his banner.
I'm sorry. When he says this land used to be riddled with bandits, Ilprin does raise a finger, and then he thinks better of it. I'm sorry.
Wanting to tame this land is good for everyone here. Like my friend said, regardless of who ends up doing it. Though, I will say, just kind of as a friendly advice, I suppose. Don't do exactly do anything bad. It's more of a. I've heard rumors that there's someone using undead magic in these regions.
Yes, we have encountered some of these threats ourselves. One of the patrols. Patrols is wrong word. Groups of adventuring sorts. Those explorers like yourself. They came through with a priest of sorts, priestess. With the stench of death about her, you could tell that she summoned the dead to her side. They were robed, of course, and obscured, but they paid the toll nonetheless. They did pass. They went up north towards some ruin.
Perhaps we went into them. But no, I meant more in general ways. Before, like, been here much longer. It was more of a comment of, well, I personally have nothing against those who dabble in such magics. If a kingdom was built using such magics, it would gain great ire from basically all their neighbors. So that's concerning.
Well,
Especially if I'm going to end up living here.
there are lands that do hold to the necromantic arts. I personally find it distasteful, but well, it has its uses. And the other lands, they will, they know better to mess with such lands, as we've seen from the region to the south. I can't quite recall its name, but there is a country south of here that is ruled by the dead. He has a low intelligence. He doesn't have local high enough to roll that.
Here, let me roll. Do I know the country? I probably
Hey, go ahead.
17, hey, 10.
17.
Hey, look, the average check, I won't hire. Fuck.
Yep. Alright. You believe that the country that they're speaking of is Galt. It's, the country south of the River Kingdoms. The Stonelands is a region, technically part of the River Kingdoms, that is just south of Brevoy and north of the River Kingdoms. So, like, the northeastern edge. So, Galt is like a hop, skip, and jump from you guys currently.
Yeah, I've heard of such a place. I believe they've been doing it for much longer, though. It's more established. But this Lord, I'm sure he will keep that in mind. Having an established necromantic order is quite different than trying to upstart one.
Right.
This guy doesn't know anything. Okay. The Stiller's going to look at him like, alright, well, it was nice meeting you, Heinrich.
Well, safe travels. Let's take a step south. Allow the cart to pass without issue.
It's also good to know that no matter who's in charge, there's always going to be need for someone to toll the bridge.
Yes. This is true.
I mean, Stiller's walking with Kotak in the cart at this point.
Right. Do you guys have anything else you wish to say to them, or you would like to fuck off?
I like to imagine Kodak's making like a great effort and make it look like it's very heavy. Like, oh god, that's so much. Oh, I can't believe you guys made me do this.
He was waiting for someone to actually get on, but it's like, yeah.
And the birds are on. Just not the right birds.
As we walk away, don't worry, he may act annoyed, but he's perfectly content pulling the cart. It's not racist to make the dwarf pull the cart. Stiller will kind of chuckle to herself.
Didn't think it would be.
More of an inside joke. My bad.
Jack's just gonna wave his cane around before continuing to walk off. What, you thought I was gonna pull it?
Stiller would Instead of would be walking, but she'd stop by Cressel and is Cressel going?
Yeah, she follows
We're
along.
just making sure.
Kodak walked faster when you started talking.
Ilfrin will follow up the rear, and before he leaves, he will turn back towards the group. Thanks for the hospitality.
All right. They
That is the note he leaves on.
they will stand in their current positions, or they will actually move to watch you guys leave. Many of the bandits did not remove their hands from their weapon hilt or the pommel of their blades or whatnot. They're like, I don't trust that these guys are not gonna fucking attack us.
Yeah.
They're probably really fucking confused. What just happened?
Yeah.
All right, as you guys push off map, as you cross the bridge successfully.
I think a lot of other players would be confused with what we just did.
All right.
You didn't kill them after finding out they worked for the Bandit Lord? What? What?
All right.
It's not like they're people or anything. They're just XP waiting for you to slash it out of their bodies.
Go back
I'm sorry.
and gather that XP if you want.
Maybe I will.
And then we finish exploring this hex and move on.
Could you imagine that conversation? Going back, I'm sorry, we were going to let you live, but you're XP, and I want to bleed it out of you.
require target practice.
It was too bright, you know.
By the way, I'm going to tell you guys what I had ready now. So I had a teleport ready, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My plan, if we were going to start a fight, to initiate the fight, I was going to offer to shake Hanger's hand and teleport him over the cliff.
Bro.
Whoops!
There's a lot of teleport code words you have in there because it's 10 feet in base.
I have 2 for 40 feet right now, and I could upcast it for 1 DC to make it an upcast, or make it 60 feet.
Not bad.
So I could have gone. I already pre-measured it and everything. I could have gone like 30 up and then over the edge of the cliff, and he would have fallen 70 feet, which probably would have killed him if not taken him out of the fight at least.
Yeah. But you have 6 spell points?
No, 4.
It would be another 2. You would need another 2 to make it the 70. Make it 40, no issue.
Well, it's 70 with an upcast.
What I'm saying is, to give another keyword, you need 2
No,
points.
I'm not taking another keyword. I'm taking the increased distance. So instead of being 5 per EMM, it would be 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
I plan to throw bombs.
Interesting.
And then I could have spent one of my daily components to give her another spell point for that close range. So I could have range teleported someone. Yeah.
All
I'm a
right.
tree.
Well, you guys are wanting to explore this hex?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Party treasury. I think it's the faction tracker.
And
Here.
before we went back into that group.
All right. It takes you 8 miles to explore hex, so I'm going to do that real quick, which is already including a reduction.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me the checks known as the geography and survival.
Okay.
I mean, please roll above a 10. Just
Survival. I can help with survival. Nice. No, we can't. Get fucked.
I'm looking for my token right now.
Oh, and full context. One person is leading this. I forgot about, because it's been a bit since we played last, but one person rolls survival, everyone else can roll the geography. Whoever's the leader, and they can get the assist as normal.
Oh, okay. Well, he has a better geography than me. That's survival, that is, so he'd be leading.
Also, I'm the one with the reduced time thing, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why they would have to lead.
I think it's funny how the human in a top hat and a petticoat fucking is the leader in the wilderness rather than the tree man.
It is pretty interesting. All right.
You know what? Actually, it makes sense. Ilfrin takes care of himself. He doesn't take care of a group of people. So there we go.
Mhm.
And he's an alchemist, so rationalizing it.
Fortunately, the DC to get lost is not really high because you're on a road and you're following the road. You are exploring the hex, but you can see from pretty much any angle of this hex because of it being mostly flat plains where the road is. So it's really hard to get lost in this hex. With the geography, and unfortunately rely enough on survival to get any benefits from survival, but with geography, we just go and give you guys a little explore hex circle. We are. With the geography check, though, you'd locate that the nearby patch of trees is in fact a well-formed and healthy grove of pines. One could use this as a place to set up a lumber camp of sorts, or some other place for quick, easy access to lumber.
Hey, look. If they wanted to actually rebuild the bridge.
Other than that, I need to roll D100. 33. Okay.
Yeah, there was a part of me that wanted to make a comment and be like, it's repairing the bridge. Shame there's no strong trees around to use. Looks actually. I was really tempted to say that.
I feel like I was hitting it on the head enough. It wasn't too much.
Well, I was going to do that if they got sassy at all. Like,
I think we both understand each other's position, but we don't want to murder each other for no reason. So, you know.
Alright. As you're looking around, you notice off in the distance, kind of up upon what appears to be a rocky outcropping to the east, nearing the border of the hex. You would find what appears to be a carved piece of stonework kind of rising at the top of it, shaped in a strange different pattern. It looks like it was manufactured, and you can even see that there is carved in the rocky outcropping a face. Seems someone carved a statue or some form of depiction of a being here.
But it looks like it's just a head.
Just like a giant head kind of carved in the rocky outcropping, and atop it there is some form of structure built upon it.
Huh. That's cool.
We're gonna go check it out.
Coney Island fucking head. Coney Island? Is that? No, not Coney Island.
Island.
Easter.
Easter Island.
Easter Island, yeah.
My bad.
I was
Like,
making the GM note text into the notes, making sure everything I needed was in there. Anything else you guys would know from it, but no. Okay, so there we go. It's not visible on your map.
I kind of want
I'm gonna
to
state
but...
now, I don't want to go there based off of how the token looks.
My God, get out of here!
It's also kind of far out of the way as well, so it's like.
Any knowledge check?
It is really far away, so the amount of information you can gain from it is limited. Because you would have seen it when you were exploring, but it would have been off in the distance, much closer than you are currently. But you could make me a engineering, I'm pretty sure it's just engineering.
Well, I'm mainly looking for like something that big. Is there any history or anything that I can make about it? That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Like, where's a random fucking
It's
thing?
like history can work. Like it's more of, can you hit the DC from your current distance? Because you're just seeing, hey, look, there's a stone carving off in the distance. I mean, you can hit it pretty low DC and be like, oh yeah, here's the reason why there's carvings here. But I'm seeing if you can hit anything more detailed than that. And yeah, so engineering and history can get you information. History can get you very basic stuff, unless you get close.
Would I have an inclination to be lending itself to the idea that perhaps like ancient druids made this for some reason, or no?
I mean, potentially. You need
Okay, so it's not likely. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Okay.
We do
Meanwhile,
know
Jack's
there's.
just-
We do know
meanwhile,
there's.
Jack's just sitting here thinking, I wonder how many bombs I can shove up its nostrils.
What the fuck's wrong with Jack?
You
Alright.
know, there are giants in the region.
So,
Yeah, I'm aware.
with the engineering from Ardor, you would gather that the carving itself, it looks to be, well, even from this distance, you can easily tell its depiction is of some humanoid face. Whoever made this made it well. It was a finely carved piece of stonework. You can also see that if it was a while ago, whoever made it in a way that it could stand long form weathering. Because it looks like, again, you guys are pretty far off and you can easily see like the details in the face, making it look like that's obviously a face. Additionally, the structure above it, it's built not like a tower or a house or a castle or anything like that. It's there's like raised pillars in a strange formation. There's a purpose to it. You know that. Not quite sure of the purpose. You would need to get closer to really determine what it might be made for. But
Does it look like a crown?
The structure from the distance, I mean, it could look like it's a crown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll manipulate device.
For what?
To see if there's any traps.
Well, you guys are really
We're
not
not-
close. You are
Yeah,
far
we're
off.
not over there. Yeah, we're
Also,
not over
manipulate
there. Right?
device disarms the traps. It doesn't look for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like a mile or a few miles away, I think, right, or something like that.
Yeah,
Or...
yeah, it's miles off. Well, when you were like the closest point, because you were circling the hex during your 8 miles of exploration, you were at the closest point about a mile away.
Okay.
Yeah, right now you guys are like 6 miles, 5, yeah, almost 6 miles.
Okay, I thought we were stopping at that mile marker. Okay, got it.
Well, the question is, do we want to take the detour? I mean, Henrik back there mentioned another group of adventurers going to that tomb we're checking out. I believe you guys are in competition with another group, right? You mentioned that before.
Correct, but I don't seem to recall any necromantically inclined individuals. He'll turn to the others for confirmation, looking unsure.
I do not remember one being very obscured and hooded.
Regardless, I believe we should make our way towards that direction sooner than later, as whatever they may be up to does not bode well. Whether these bridge guards would allow them to travel through or not, I do not count that as a measure of their goodwill.
Indeed. I also don't want to remain in this direct region too long, i.e. this hex. I mean, they know we're here now. I mean, not getting rid of them kind of word's going to get back. Not that I think we should have attacked them or anything, but staying here longer than necessary might not be the best idea.
Also, keep in mind we should be back at Oleg's in about 5 days.
Indeed, so let's continue on. We can come back later. It's been here this long. It's not like it's going to just get up and walk away into the night.
As it gets up and walks away in front of us.
That was
Right.
It wasn't a statue.
supposed to be 10.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm imagining it's like a stone giant. It's just sleeping. It has a nice hat.
It just gets up and goes, so I guess it will walk away. Huh?
Huh. All right,
All right.
so I believe we're moving on, but we get
2 XP.
experience? Question mark?
You guys have explored the hex and gained 2 XP.
What hex is it?
I just had the number, fucking goddamn it. A7.
Any XP for the bridge encounter?
Yes, yes. The bridge encounter is 5 XP.
So we're up to 19 for the day.
I put for my note for this, I said negotiated with bridge guards.
There's someone already editing the note, and
I
How is
edited
that
it
in
a
the
little
note?
bit.
okay, I didn't.
If you guys are wanting to do the edits for the experience gains, I will be happy to stop doing it, because
No,
I've been doing this
I-
entire time.
Well, I did it a little bit, but I also take forever to do it. So, like, if someone else is going to do it, I'll happily let them do it.
See, well, A7 was... What was A7 Fangberry? Hold on.
Yeah, you just said it.
A7
Oh,
is the one
right.
next to Fangberry. A6 is Fangberry.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, A7 bridge,
That's what I thought.
A6 Fang.
Yep.
And you explored A6 in the previous day.
Yeah, and we cleared the thicket today.
Okay.
All right, look at that. I've earned 160 experience so far. That's pretty good.
No,
Yippee!
we didn't get XP for A6.
We did, but it just wasn't recorded on here, so I'm
It wasn't
recording it now.
recorded on your XP
Oh,
log.
no, it was under 26.
Oh
I
yeah,
did give you
okay.
it. Yeah, no, I did give you experience for it.
Oh,
Alright.
damn it.
Well,
So that's 19. Okay.
Bend the bridge crossing, 5 XP, and then A7 hex. A7.
So I believe A6
There you go.
explored. And then bam. Okay.
There you go.
Alright.
Alright, and you guys wishing to push forward northwards?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. 2 miles, as you guys must rest for the evening unless you wish to push forward over the night.
No,
No.
we might as well rest.
Can't wait to get murdered in my sleep by those bandits and
I
have
know,
them
right?
get set on fire. As I fail my body save, but I'm still alive.
Oh.
You motherfuckers.
If you guys want to hide your camp and get a nice little cozy spot to set up, I will need a survival check. One person can roll that. You're leader of the group for survival.
Would it not be stealth?
Well, once you find it, you need to find a spot, and then you can hide it with stealth. Yeah.
Okay.
You just can't find when you're just going to be sleeping inside the road.
I will roll to assist.
I also assist.
There you go. We got 2
There
sisters.
you go.
I assist. Heartily.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Need to
Looking
roll
at the sick
your
man.
assist. Good
Oh my
God.
fucking god.
Well, I
Big
bet,
fat assist.
I feel like Jack's going to roll really low on their roll now. That's a shame.
Come on, insert
I
one
believe
here.
in you.
Get a natural
I
20,
believe in
Jack.
Jack.
You got this.
Survival check.
Trying to find my character.
This cursed existence, truly. Tokens for your guys' are on the north of the map. Kind of middle. So. Anyway.
Wow.
That's not a
As
1.
predicted.
It's not a 1. Alright, well. It is difficult to find a place that is both out of the way, obscured, and basically it's hard to find a place that covers all the needs you might want in this particular hex. You can find a place to camp the night. It's mostly just like in a little thicket of trees, but it's not the most defensible, nor is it the most hidden. You can roll stealth checks to boost its hide, its hidden ability.
Okay.
I'll do that.
And one person can roll the stealth with 2 assisters.
Let's say. Actually, hold on a second. What's
I will assist.
Oh. Actually, yeah. See, my
Lead.
stealth is. Let's see, minus shield. My stealth is a 6. So yeah. Actually, fuck. Do you have a better stealth than me?
It's listing as a +8.
Motherfucker! Why is everyone better than me? Fuck! God damn
You
it!
chose magic instead of skills.
God damn!
yeah,
What pole?
Lucas.
Fuck! I can't even assist.
Oh no. Well,
God,
Well,
why is
the assist is a DC -10,
yeah.
so that might still assist. But he still rolled a fucking 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Alright,
I know.
well, your camp looks to be fairly well obscured with the keen eye of Jack. With some assistance from every now and then a branch or a couple of vines that just add extra, like,
Yeah.
anchor points
Like
for
party papers.
tarps and the like that you're using to hide your location. Arters flying up to the higher reach points so they can get the anchor points set in there. So it's they're helping. It's you're doing your best with what area you have to work with. Which I'm not lying there. You did roll a 24 and it's pretty good. But yeah, no, it is obscured camp. How well obscured it is, we'll find out because I am going to roll an encounter for the evening. Do we have an encounter? Oh boy!
Could you not?
Oh, here we go, killing again. Oh.
Oh my god.
Now, 14 on the road. Let's see here. Evening encounter. DC for this type of encounter is that. Okay. Would you like to use any of your luck to modify that roll? Party does have a luck modifier, I believe. Like a positive luck modifier.
Does that already affect it, or I forget how that works.
I just don't know if you want it to be positive or negative. If you want me to decrease it or increase the number, or just let it be. Because what is good in your mind? Do you want an encounter? Do you not want an encounter? And your guys' luck modifier is a 9.
I mean, it's kind of fun, but also like, do we want to die? Yeah.
Dying is the next big adventure.
True.
I mean, we just got out of that bandit situation, so I mean, Ardor would probably be like, let's just. Oh, we're speaking OC. I think I don't know if we need more experience right now or not, but can't hurt to get more XP, I guess.
When it turns out the bandits decided to attack us for the XP.
Well, this is a out-of-character decision.
Yes.
This isn't something.
That's what I corrected myself.
Well, and Sage, for encounters, you have to spend luck.
Spend
and so
luck.
Encounters specifically, each person can choose to spend a luck point to modify it. It's only like loot checks that passively as well.
Gotcha. Alright, so this one, if you guys wish to spend your luck point for the day, if you have it still.
I would want to adjust the roll to be less dangerous if I can choose that.
This is just to determine if there is an encounter or not. The 1,000 that follows will determine what power level of the encounter is.
I will move it towards away from having an encounter then.
Alright. Yeah. So you're spending your luck point. And you're also spending yours
oh, well that's hold on a second. Did I use my luck already? Fuck.
Yeah. He would be.
Alright.
That moment.
This is probably a different token. This is a different token.
Yeah, different token.
That moment when we all spend our luck to go in the opposite direction of each other so we don't actually move anywhere.
Oh, what the fuck? Maybe I did use my fucking luck. Never mind. I can't affect this. Never mind.
What's luck?
Oh my god, get out of here. You
Yeah,
probably have 10.
Still
you
also
shitter.
has a shitty luck mod. So, okay, so you're affecting it, Arter. You're unable to, Ilfrin.
Yes.
Alright. Anyone else affecting it?
Go ahead and affect it away from an encounter.
Alright, so that's 2 successful luck uses. Alright. So that brings the number from 14 to 20. Alright. With that, your rest goes by uneventfully. Seems that your camouflage coverage of your camp was well placed, and though you did hear every now and then the sound of an owl swooping down or the sounds of a far-off creature running through the wilds, nothing really disturbs your camp itself, and you guys do achieve a long rest without issue.
I don't know. After that owlbear, after all going, ooh, is probably going to disturb our camp.
I mean, you know. Anyways, it's now the 28th.
4 more days.
Alright. So, as you push back on the road, we're going to reset your travel time for the day. Here we are. And you're wishing to continue on your way. So, you move about 6 miles along the road. And you can see that there is a small, overgrown path heading northwestwards. You know that there is a mine in that area. You would like to make for it. An abandoned mine, but a mine.
We talked about checking out this mine. Do we actually want to?
Arter
The reason I ask is, do we actually have the supplies to go into ground currently? The mine has been there for...
Does anybody have like rope?
Well, it's not even rope. Does anyone here have shovels and
Yes.
pickaxe?
We know we have shovels.
Doesn't everyone have like mining tools? Like almost
Yeah.
everyone.
No.
Yeah. Arter has mining. Well, in the cart there is mining tools.
Jack has mining tools.
I have mining tools.
Oh my fuck! Why does
Yeah.
it we have so many mining tools?
Yeah, that was funny because we talked about it earlier.
Well,
I
beyond that,
think.
I'm just asking, does anyone have experience with dilapidated mines?
God no.
I've
Like
I've never been underground, and I've heard plenty of stories of, cave-in.
Arter has, because he's part bat.
What the fuck?
You're part right?
Yeah.
What? He just
slowly looks at Augie.
I mean,
What, you didn't know?
I thought you were a duck.
he is.
we all think he was a duck. I mean, if it talks like a duck, if it waddles like a duck, it's a fucking duck. No offense, but instead of just gesture at his general himness, like, duck.
Yes, I get that a lot. Mm-hmm.
To answer the question,
Anyway.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say? You want me to beat you up?
I shouldn't be surprised. I guess.
To answer the question, however, I have some experience mining. I don't know about dilapidated, but
I mean, this mine has been here unused for. How long has it been since there was like an actual organized effort here, Sage? Fucking decades?
It's been some time.
I believe this would be a location worth revisiting to get back on track. But the tomb Maybe more pressing, considering we may have guests to accommodate.
I agree. I think the tomb is higher priority than this mine, and we want to fall one back on our plan.
Andre's eyes have dollar signs on them as he's like, mine.
It's not going anywhere, and nobody, and I do mean nobody, cares about it right now.
Oh, I count for nobody. Thanks.
Precisely. He turns away from our door.
Yeah, I just
Sorry.
At some
wanted
point, it might be good to see if it actually has anything of worth still in it.
of course,
Skipping it
but
for now is fine.
it's more of a job for like a dedicated team, and I don't feel like being questioned a cabin. Just saying.
Oh, but it's so embracing, you know, all that earth just piling upon you. It's
All the rock and stone falling.
your
I'd
bones
rather-
breaking. It's fine.
In fact, if I wanted to get pounded into the ground, I'd get a river, not a mine shaft.
I mean, is
What?
there a difference?
Ilfrin blinks loudly.
Audibly blinks,
Yeah. That's crass.
and your grass.
You say this, and you can see off the peripheral of your eye, Stella, Cressel's there with a hand raised up high.
Stella will high five her.
Excellent.
I thought she was volunteering for a second.
No.
Like, I'm not the only one that read it that way, right? Please?
Julie was like, oh, she wants one too, I see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
She
I'm
was looking
saying.
for a
Yeah.
high five. You're just like, nice.
Yeah.
Just like, nice one.
Ilfrin doesn't know what to say.
Let's
Should
be
we
on our way.
continue? I believe we should continue.
Indeed, let's continue.
I drive the cart away.
Excellent.
That's not quite. That's not quite. Oh, it's not a very stellar thing to do to him in his eyes so far. It's like, what the fuck?
You've known her for like 3 days.
I know, just
The fun thing
feels like
is
longer.
now I feel like the tree needs to have the conversation of the birds and the bees.
He knows how it works, okay?
To be
Cross
fair,
Just because he's never done it doesn't mean he doesn't know how it works, okay?
as long as you've known her, Stella has made a lot of jokes. There's
Yeah,
like,
jokes, but not so crass. Jeez.
All right. Well, let's see if there's an encounter along the road.
On the road again.
that just popped into my head, Jesse.
Yeah,
Jesus.
same.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Well, no encounter along the road as you make your way further northeastwards. This point, you guys can just push off the road as you do see an old trail heading northwestwards towards the abandoned temple, where you can search and explore the hex, and then do that when you're done.
I think we
Let's do
can
the
skip
temple
the hex.
first.
Yeah, let's skip the hex right now.
We'll do the hex after the temple.
I don't know. Take me there.
All right.
No, that's church.
Take me to.
Oh my god.
I knew you were gonna do
Oh
that.
my
You're one step
God.
ahead of me. No.
But that would be Nazi. Nazi was the church.
Hey, good news, guys. I have Heavy Blades Apprentice. And I increased my body and soul saves. Hell
Hey
yeah.
guys,
Hmm.
I have
Congrats.
transmutation apprentice. I have spells.
So let me long rest.
Nice.
And then.
I've got Arcane Strike. Oh, yeah.
What macro or what token do we need to update, Sage? What token are you going to copy?
I would be copying the ones from the bridge map.
The
Oh,
bridge.
okay, let me go to the bridge.
I
That's fair.
copied those ones to this map.
Oh,
So if you want
Oh,
to,
you
need
already
to
copied
copy.
them?
Yeah, they're already. The ones from the bridge are now on this map.
okay, that we can't see.
Oh, you already did?
Yeah.
Okay. You already moved them? Okay. I was asking because I haven't, long rested or anything.
So they're on the
Uh,
new map. Okay.
I would recast my buffs. Just spending those 18 mana.
I'm gonna interrupt his casting. I'm sorry. Like, you get to 9 minutes and 50 seconds, they just, like, knock your hands away. What the fuck, man? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast my armor buff too. Right as well.
Yeah, I'm also gonna cast my armor buff.
I also have new spells. Mhm.
You know what? Yeah, I might spread the
Let me
love a
go
little
with
bit,
that.
too.
Would I prepare anything different today? Let me look.
You know what?
Yeah. Devil, the buff I gave you, it lasts for 4 days. Have fun.
Yeah.
Here we go. You know, I'm just gonna start fucking with the token on this map here. So I'll hit myself with the armor buff. I'm also gonna hit Jack and my. Actually, no, I can't do the bird for that long. I can't hit Jack and the bird with that long of one. I do get with 40 minutes, but yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll get Cyrus Pocket going, just in
Mm-hmm.
case. We are in a dungeon, don't need any fucking AoE traps to kill her.
Mm.
For one weakness.
Death.
Yes,
Forget. Does every familiar have a pocket?
no, you have to buy one.
Okay.
I cast a spell to do it.
I can't cast spells.
You have a prison pocket.
All right.
Oh my
That's
fucking
true.
god.
1 second.
Just climb inside Arrow. It'll be fine.
In the Y corner now.
Annoying bird, you stay out.
I'm sorry, I'm in the mood today.
You are.
It's a different kind of bird box, but all right.
It's only 5 XP for an adventure skill? Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I'm gonna get engineering. Or,
That's been
next
helpful.
day. Yeah, and as a dwarf, I'm kinda,
All right. Well, as you push up against, push through the wilds of this telephone, the region, you would see that the towering pines and deciduous trees, coniferous trees of the gnarl marches rises off just at the backdrop of this large rocky outcropping. You can see at its face there appears to be two large statues, at least one large statue, the other one having been crumbled and toppled over, both depicting what appears to be knights standing there. Though one is obviously now laying prone upon the ground. Between these two knight statues, or at least the podiums that they stood on, there is a set of large double stone doors carved with knotwork imagery and seemingly signs of draconic figures, as well as a strange, like, vortex portal-like symbol, like a spiraling knot of sorts at its core. And you can see from the spiral knot on each door handle, one of the spiral's tips touches the handle. So there's like left-hand door, right-hand door, each of those door handles, there's a spirally tip touching it. The door is currently closed.
Is there a map?
There's not currently a map.
Okay. Any knowledge checks?
For this particular area, I'm going to bring up Crystal Seed so we can look at your skills again, because I always forget the skills in Unbound.
Everything but engineering, go.
Oh, you have to roll one per, depending on what they are.
Alright. There's the first one.
I need to go look up something real quick.
Okay.
I know it's off topic,
It's a quick look.
but I've been considering renaming knowledge planes to knowledge like astrology or something.
Eh.
All right. Dungeoneering, engineering, history, local, religion. These are the ones that will work for this.
There's my engineering. Here's my I don't have engineering. There's Arthur's
Arthur has
engineering.
that covered.
Here is my History, local, religion. And my lures as being
I can also
shaded.
try to outdo your dungeoneering.
Well, I'm gonna do engineering because I'm trained and I have lore in ancient tombs.
Oh!
I know nothing.
I roll a
Oh.
5, never mind.
That's
I know nothing. I summon creatures and vines and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do as a character.
Yeah.
Don't need vines, don't at me.
Alright, well, 15 is still the highest dungeoneering, so... As you're looking at the place here, Stella, you have had read stories, done research, gathered lore, essentially, about the various different tombs, dungeons, strongholds, delves within the Stone Lands that went down and down into the earth. Some, you have heard stories, do break into the Darklands, which is essentially the Underdark. You don't think this is one such location. The place itself seems much more formed like it would be an honorific tomb or perhaps a shrine of sorts. It's unlikely that it has any connection to it. If it does, someone broke in and dug too deep. Or someone from below broke in and fled from the deep. With the engineering check, let's just read what this can provide you. Looking at the doorway, it looks quite heavy. It would be difficult to actually open. In fact, the door opens outwards towards you, perhaps indicating that it could be closed and meant to keep things inside in. But one with particular strong physical might could open the door without too much issue. It's not really a check per se, but if I look at your strength and you're like, I have an 8, I'm like, you're not opening the door without a check. Other than that, the stonework is finely carved. It looks like dwarven work, even with how high quality it is, though it is weathered. Even these statues themselves, they look like they were carved by dwarven hands, or at least in a dwarven style. And you can see that while the depiction upon the door does show dragons and spiraling symbols and the like, it looked like they had a purpose. You're not sure what the purpose was or is, but now that you know that, you can roll an Arcana check. Scrolling down with the next one of an 18 for history.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look at your lores real quick.
Your history, 25 local, 15 religion, and now an Arcana of 12. Oh boy.
All right. With your 18 history, you gather that the stonework here, all the signs, the depictions, the symbols, it is older than the time of Coral the Conqueror. So
Oh.
whatever this is, it is an ancient fucking tomb. Likely made for the druidic orders and the kingdoms that held before. You know, kingdoms being quote unquote kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
With a 25 in local, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to go down the list to see which one that was, and it was local. Okay. Lores. You have heard tales of the ancient lords of the past within the Stolen Lands being buried in grand tombs guarded by the protectors of their realm, ever seeing and for all time bound to them in their endless slumber, we'll call it. These tombs are dotted across the landscape, and, well, they're definitely older than many would view the place, and that kind of fits with how this tomb is being older than Coral Conqueror's time. Whatever rests here has long since been buried, and has been buried for a reason. As the legends say, that should whatever rests wake, the land will once more know blood. But that's just a legend. Let's see here. Next on the list is your 25.
No, 15
religion. 15 religion.
25 words to look like.
Gotcha. 15 religion. Okay. I need to bring up the book so I can read the description of it. See what it can get you. As well as the things I have written down. I might not have thought about these because we didn't have the writing down for this before. Alright. Looking at the symbols, looking at the doorway, how it's formed, it definitely gives you vibes of a druidic order. It is of the primal faith. Whatever was laying down here, they were laying under the last rites of the old laws.
And it's 12 Arcana.
Fuck if you know. With the engineering check successful, you determined that there was a particular reason for the patterns of the symbols, which unlock the ability to roll Arcana.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if the other people can. Now
Everyone can roll it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless Art was like, I'm not telling anyone shit. But, yeah.
I just wanted to verify before I rolled Arcana.
That's fair. $24. $23. Oh, damn. Alright. With a 24, as being the highest Arcana. Still 24 being the highest Arcana. Well, what is your lore, Kotak and Jack? Just to see if that changes anything. I actually have that on my sheet, my DM note sheet.
I doubt any of mine will. Criminal organizations, metal, gem, plants, river kingdoms, Brevoy, spy network, alchemy, and race human.
Gotcha.
Underdark, ancient tombs, magic runes, underground mazes. I think that's the only relevant ones.
Alright.
Possibly relevant.
So looking at the symbology here, you can tell that it is some form of warding symbol. Though it looks like it's been disarmed. Whatever magical trap specifically, was placed upon the tomb's door is disarmed. Like, not just, like, turned off or it faded because of time, it was disarmed.
Well, it seems that someone has come here before us. The door had a trap on it that's disarmed now.
It seems the bridge guard's comments were accurate.
Yes, which concerns me even more. This place is older than the land itself, in some ways. It was built long before Cole the Conqueror rode in on dragonback and conquered the void that lands around it. Whatever was meant to lie here was sealed here with a purpose. The legends state that if whatever is buried here is to be released, the land will know blood once again.
Sounds like a fun time.
Sounds unhelpfully vague.
Most prophecies are, but by the nature of the prophecy, bad things usually happen. Also, keeping in mind that, for what I can tell, these are connected to some primal, maybe druidic religion, which is kind of strange when you also consider there's most likely bound undead within this place to act as eternal bodyguards. if not other similar beings.
I'm willing to
Hey,
bet there's a
tell
difference
me more.
between being sworn and being forced into servitude and of such cases. Still.
Yes, but like Aristotle, for example, a priest of Aristotle would never use such means. Though there are, I guess, an example of a more modern primal faith, depending on how old this place actually is. Also, the images of dragons and primal dragons are arcane creatures. It's a strange combination.
Well, shall we go investigate then?
Yes.
As whenever there's a group is searching for, I'm not sure we want to let them find it.
They certainly seem to be irksome if we leave them to their own devices.
Hmm.
Or at least the
Foolish at
potential to
best,
become so.
indeed, foolish at best, malicious at worst.
I
So it
was
sounds like we're
muted.
heading in.
As soon as it turned the 37, I said everyone roll me a perception check.
Oh,
The time has passed, so my trigger is triggered. So roll perception,
okay.
everyone. Feel free to continue RP. You might not hear it, but yeah, it is a sound-based perception.
Oh, I'm gonna hear it.
Well,
Another one. Let's go.
yeah, Kotak, you are not feeling anything. Might be birthed from the stone, but the stone doesn't want you to know.
Okay.
Speak to me.
Hey,
Might as well roll for
AB8
a
the
girl.
8 to 6 for Arrow. Yeah.
Come on, Crystal.
14. Hell, she didn't roll shit. Alright,
You're better
Ilfrin.
than me.
I know with a 24 you're gonna hit the DC. I don't need to worry about calculating it up. For everyone else, I would need to, but Errol's the one I'd be like, I probably should calculate it up properly for, because 14 is definitely not gonna hit it because the thick stone door is still being closed. Is
Okay.
one away, I'm pretty sure, from the DC. But alright. So, as you're all having this conversation, Ilfrin, you would hear the following. That was really quiet. Let me change that. Make it a bit louder.
Does it sound like combat?
A little bit.
Something's happening in there.
Perhaps we should go check it out.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, Aelfrin will open the doors.
Alright. As you open the doors, the sound of explosions of fire, crackling, bolts of energy pouring forth, the sounds of drums and a flute being played, kind of filling the area. That'll be where I call the session. Because it's 20 minutes too, and it's a really good cliffhanger.
You son of a bitch! That's it. AB seals your fucking prep notes.
It's a really good cliffhanger.
Bird steals your notes.
Get on the map to update tokens really quick.
No, just update me here. I'll pop you guys down where
Okay.
you need to be.
On the bridge map, okay.
Yeah, I mean you
So
can update them on this
update-
map or the bridge, either way. I'll do
that's-
this map just because this is the one we were on last.
What map?
The
Where is
Stone Lands.
this?
Stone Lands.
Okay. This map. What map? This map.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. But you know, I was like, if you guys are a little bit quicker, we can possibly get to the map. But it's 20 minutes till, and I'm like, you know, that's a really good fucking cliffhanger. Let's stop here. But I hope you guys had fun, and I'm going to stop recording here.